was supposed to be in Brazil this weekend. Think caipirinhas, beaches, adventure, all of the things that look like rest, but maybe don't feel restful. I packed the outfits, booked the flight, told the internet I was going, and then somewhere between my to-do list and my exhaustion, I realized that what I really needed wasn't a trip, it was a pause. Self-care has become such a buzzword, and we talk about rest like it's one thing, sleeping in, binge watching, staying in bed. But studies have shown there are actually 7 types of rest, and lately I've been under-rested in all of them. My mind, my body, my creativity, my schedule, all are asking for a different type of silence. So I canceled the trip and unpacked my suitcase because this weekend I'm devoting myself to rest in all 7 forms. I am about to commit myself to doing something that I rarely ever do. And that is stretch. Yes, I know, it's awful, especially as someone who works out 5 days a week. I am really bad at stretching, and I'm not getting any younger. And I also am convinced that stretching would make my body just feel better on a day-to-day basis. I'm a very tense person. Every single time I've gotten a massage, the person has been like, girl, you got knots, that type of vibe. And so I really do think I need to take stretching more seriously, because also not stretching leads to injury, because if your muscles are tight, they can snap. Think about it. You know, when you don't use a rubber band, the analogy I think of, dang, I gotta get my nails done bad. The analogy I think of is when you don't use a rubber band for a really long time, and then you stretch it and then it breaks, as opposed to when you've consistently used a rubber band and just been stretching it every single day and it just maintains elasticity. I need to maintain elasticity. So I'm gonna look up, see what my options are, find a little routine that I will follow, and hopefully it's something I could do probably every day, in the morning, before bed, in the middle of my day when I need a little stretch. By the way, this is the Sable Labs lip balm, and I actually really, really do like this lip balm. But yeah, it's time for me to grow up and to start taking stretching seriously. The apartment search continues. I don't know if I've actually spoken about this, but well, you guys have actually, on my previous vlogs, I've definitely spoken about all of the drama that I've had in my apartment. And my lease is up in a couple of months, and so it's time for me to start looking for apartments. I had started looking at apartments last month, but I don't think I was seriously looking, and now that we are almost in September, basically, I actually need to get a move on looking at these apartments. So I'm about to check one out now. I think my biggest priority, not my biggest priority, but a top priority, as much as I don't want to live in another large building, I know that there are just certain things that I need that usually large buildings supply. So thinking about package system, what that looks like, is actually really important, and normally it's large buildings that have the package system that works for me. And it might feel or might sound like it's really not a big deal, but it's those little things that actually will make your life a little bit more challenging. And if I'm gonna be locked in for a year, I just know it'll matter, and I don't want to be locked in a place where I have a ton of minor inconveniences. My building now, granted I don't like the management, however, day to day, my life is smooth and my life is made easy because of the way the building is set up. Even if it means I'm not hosting anymore, in common spaces or whatever, fine, but like my day-to-day where I live, it's convenient for me. The only thing that's not convenient is the space. I feel like I'm more or less gonna end up in a building that's like my current building, but the big thing is just like price. I think I really actually like everything about my apartment building except for the management, location, like all of that stuff I'm fine with. The issue is just like management and then like the price if I were to move to a 2-bedroom. And it's not just price, it's like price for space too. Price for space. I visited an apartment the other day and they had a bedroom with no closet. I'm just giving it to God at this point. Like God, because God really helped me find my first apartment, and it's time to leave, and it's time, yeah, it's time. And God will see me through and help me find my next apartment. I love light, truly. I mean, I'm the girl who needed floor-to-ceiling windows like oxygen when I was apartment hunting, and I lucked out with these sunrise views. It's like I practically get to wake up to my own personal screensaver every day. But this exercise in getting all 7 types of rest has made me realize that maybe there is such thing as too much of a good thing. It never occurred to me that constant sunlight, constant screen time, constant simulation can be a form of exhaustion. So for sensory rest, I'm closing my blinds for once and silencing my phone. Because every now and then we need to take a break from the things that we love in order to remember why we loved them in the first place. I've got some clothes that came in, so we might as well try some of them on. Jeez, it's so bright. This dress is so cute. So cute, so flirty, so feminine, so fun. My only qualm, the arms are a little bit tight, which tends to be my problem because I've got just a little bit of muscle. I think it fits perfectly on the bodice. Like if I got a bigger size, I think it wouldn't have fit the way I would have wanted to. Thankfully, the top of the dress has like a tie thingy at the back to keep the arms up, but it is just a tad bit uncomfortable at the arms. But I think this dress is so cute. This is another dress that Lamide Sadipe. This is another dress that the same designer sent me. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't think it's really my usual style, but I think it looks beautiful on. Let me step back. It is the type of thing that maybe I could see myself wearing on a vacation. It could work as a wedding guest dress. It could be a vacation dress. I don't think I would wear this to a black tie event because I think I want a little bit more va-va-voom or like a little bit more complexity or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. But I know what it's like when I put dresses that I want to wear to black tie events on. This is cute. I will say, of the dresses, like they asked to send me dresses and the only one that I asked for was that white one, and this was thrown in as an extra, which I'm very grateful for. But I think I am pretty on point in terms of knowing what my style is. So this could be a dress that like I might hold on to for a little bit to see if it like speaks to me, but it also could just end up being a dress that I give away. This is a dress that I bought. It is Zimmerman. I saw it on like a bride who wore it to either her welcome party or engagement party or whatever, and I hunted it down and found the last one, I think on Outnet, so it was discounted, praise God, and it was a size too big. So I've had this for a while, but I finally took it to the tailor and got it taken in at the back because before it was just really, really loose. And I think it's gorgeous. So sad because I think the season for wearing this has passed, and so I'm gonna save this for like a little spring brunch or something like that. But definitely hair has to be pulled up. So it has to be at a time where like I'm wearing a slick back bun or have an updo sort of hairstyle. I actually think that updo hairstyle that I did for my birthday photos would be perfect, like a curly updo. Yeah, that's what we got going on. I could have sworn that I had ordered 2 sizes, a small and an extra small, just because I didn't know how it would fit. I think this is the small, and I kind of wish it was a little smaller, so I think I might try and see. Like, I wish it was just like a little bit closer to the body at the waist. Sensational. Absolutely no notes. PH5, they always do it for me. I definitely see myself wearing something like this, like in Nigeria. You know, I love a good Christopher John Rogers. I think I'm gonna take it to the tailor because I think I would love how it would fit if it sat like this. Like, you know, I love a good pulled in waist, and right now this is what it looks like, which is fine, but I think I would feel way more comfortable if it was just like a little bit more pulled in. This summer moved so fast, it almost feels like it didn't happen. I didn't go to a single party, not one, and it wasn't even intentional. Work trips kept stacking up on top of each other, and somewhere between the airports and the deadlines, I realized how little time I spent with my friends. And for me, as an extrovert, that kind of absence hits different. I'm energized by real connection. So when I finally made the decision to cancel my trip, the relief was instant. The first thing I did was call my mom just to breathe it out and let her know how excited I was about my decision. And the second thing I did was reach out to a friend to plan a brunch. A simple, genuine catch-up. Exactly the kind of social interaction that refuels me. I told Alafo to say hi to her people because they love her.
Hi! What's up, friends? All my fans. Love you guys.
Crying.
Just another Saturday being fabulous.
It's Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday, yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's technically Saturday because tomorrow's a day off. So
True.
we're free.
Labor Day weekend.
Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And gently exhale. Feel your body relaxing as you breathe in deeply. Once more. Hold.
Mental rest is the kind of rest I don't think we talk about enough, because it's not as simple as turning off the lights or crawling into bed, and it's definitely not watching TV because you're still processing every scene and each storyline. Even going for a walk in New York doesn't count for me because there's always something to react to, something to dodge, something to think through. My mind really never stops moving here. Lately, my thoughts have felt like they're on a treadmill, loud, constant, relentless, always planning, always preparing, always 5 steps ahead, or at least trying to be. So today, I wanted a moment to do something I almost never do. Think about absolutely nothing. So I pulled up a guided meditation, which admittedly I should be doing more often, because I needed to give myself permission to pause.
As if it has already happened. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And exhale slowly. As you open your eyes, carry this elevated state into your day. Walk with confidence, knowing that you are magnetizing everything you desire. Come to the pasture,
and be well. Come to the table, cup runneth over. Come drink your fill and be well.
Emotional rest looks different than I thought it would. I used to think it meant journaling or deep conversations, but sometimes it's just being with someone who makes you feel held without asking for anything from you. For me, that was time with my mom. She came over, took out my sew-in, and we sat together watching a Nollywood series on Netflix.
You know what's for my way change your life?
To Kill a Monkey, to be specific. It wasn't some big emotional breakthrough moment. It was just comforting, familiar, and soft, just the way I like it. There's something about being with her that lets my guard loosen. I don't have to be on. I don't owe anyone a reaction. I can just exist. And in that simplicity, in her hands in my hair, in the laughter that we share, in the ease of it, I realized how emotional rest is what I've been craving. It reminded me that sometimes healing comes from being around the people who know you without needing the backstory. Creative rest is something I forget I need until I'm staring at a blank page wondering why everything feels flat. For me, it's not about producing anything or brainstorming my next idea. It's the opposite. It's letting my mind be inspired again without expecting anything in return. So tonight, I curled up on my couch with a book. No pressure, no deadline, no brainstorming or multitasking. Just soft lighting, a comfortable dress, and a story that wasn't mine. Reading has always felt like a quiet reset, and it gives my imagination room to breathe again. And through reading those pages, I felt that spark coming back. Not just to create, but also to think and feel curious again, to let my mind wander gently instead of forcing it somewhere. This is my kind of creative rest. And just like that, the weekend comes to an end. It's back to early alarms, emails, content calendars, flights, the usual rhythm that keeps everything moving. But something feels different now. This weekend taught me that rest isn't one size fits all. It's personal, it's intentional, and it's a practice. And the kind of rest I needed isn't always the kind where you disappear from the world. Sometimes it's the kind that brings you closer to what matters. A quiet book on the couch, a guided meditation, brunch with a friend, or time with my mom, and even a moment with God. Rest doesn't have to be dramatic to be life-changing. It just has to be tailored to you, to what drains you, and what actually fills you back up. I'm stepping into this week and honestly the rest of this year a little more aware of what I need and a lot more committed to honoring that. It's back to work, yes, but with more balance, more intention, and more of the kind of rest that reminds me who I am outside of the hustle. Because I deserve that. And honestly, so do you.